How's it going, Knights fans? Thanks for hanging out with us for another edition of the FDU Men's Soccer Report. I'm Gavin Neville from FDUKnights.com, and we're joined, as always, by the head coach, Sept. Coach, welcome back.
Thanks, Gavin.
The team headed down to UAB this past weekend to face UAB and then Memphis, two tough Conference USA teams. So how would you assess the overall experience for your team?
Well, it was a great experience for the guys. We played down in Alabama on UAB's home field against UAB, who's one of the top teams in the country. And they are unbelievably athletic, physical, explosive. And we played a great game. Went up 2-0. Disappointed we didn't do a little better job managing the result to get the win, but they're a very difficult team to contain. And the fact that when they pulled two back and tied us, the fact that we stayed strong and went after them in the second overtime, we're all over them going for the winner, I think speaks well. Playing Memphis, who's a very good Conference USA team. The only half we didn't play well was the first half on Sunday, and then came back second half and played well enough to at least tie and even win. Hit the crossbar, the keeper made some good saves, we did some good stuff. Just a little unlucky in the result. But overall, it was a great trip, and we think that it can help make us a better team, and there are good lessons to be learned.
So when you have a team like UAB on the ropes, down 2-0, and then they come back, what's the message to the guys after the game? Is it, keep your head up, or is it kind of disappointment?
Well, no, we try to stay positive with that, and there were so many positives from that. I mean, to go down there, and if you just look at the result itself, to go 2-2 at UAB, who's as good as they are, is a good result. We would have preferred to have won, which would have been a great result, and we prefer to focus on the positives and to try to learn from the lessons that can be learned so that we can get the win next time.
We had goals in that game from Bafi and also Nico, two people who have been in this seat before. Do you think the show maybe had anything to do with their goals?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The energy that they derive from you, Gavin, and from Chris Strouk, and from Kiefer behind the camera, it can't help but make them better players.
I guess, and then we got to look at the second goal, which was Bafi's goal. Can you just talk us through it and what you really liked about it?
Yeah, the Memphis coach, Richie Grant, who's a great guy, he told us on the Saturday, we hung out a little bit together in between the Friday and Sunday games back at the hotel, and he said, you've got to submit that goal to the NSCAA for their website, for the game of the week, because that's what soccer should be all about. And it was very flattering of him to say that. It was 5 one-touch passes that led to a goal. Jeffrey threw the ball in to Muta, who one-touched it back to Jeffrey, who one-touched it to Jan, who one-touched it back to Jack, who one-touched it down the wing to Nico, who one-touched it across to Bafi, who one-touched it into the back of the net. It was great stuff. Yeah. It was really great stuff.
Unbelievable stuff. And then in the second game, you went with Alfredo Malloret in goal, and it was a 1-0 loss on a PK. So you just talk about how he played and how you thought the team played as a whole.
Tato was great. Tato was great. His first start ever in the fall for us, and he was confident. He's been tremendous in practice. He was confident, he was lively, he provided very good leadership, and got a hand on the PK. He did a great job, and the team was confident with him between the pipes. And so, there's competition in goal, and that can only make us better.
Well, our Chris Strouk got a chance to talk to Tato about his first start.
Thank you, Gavin. We are now in front of the locker of Alfredo Malloret, also known as Tato. Now, Tato, would you like to tell the audience how you got the nickname Tato?
Well, when I was a baby, my older brother, he couldn't pronounce my name. And I had a stuffed animal called Tato. And he said we looked alike, so since day one, he called me Tato. And he got stuck with me all my life.
Okay. Now, Tato, this is your third year at FDU. You're considered a redshirt sophomore, and you just made your collegiate debut against Memphis in the goal on Sunday in the 1-0 loss. Can you tell us what that experience was like for you?
Well, the night before I was pretty nervous, and I hated the bus ride together. I was pretty anxious. But once I got into a game, I felt confident. I knew what the coaches were expecting of me. I knew what they wanted. So, and I've been practicing well. And in soccer, you play as you practice. And the team was supporting me, and I felt them hugging around me. So it's pretty easy. I mean, it was a good game. And I have to keep working and doing what I'm doing right.
You guys lost 1-0 on a penalty kick, and you said you were extremely close to blocking it.
I was probably an inch away of getting that PK. Their guy was trying to fool me, trying to look he actually looked 3 times to my right, and I knew he wasn't going right. Nobody looks 3 times before taking a PK. So I knew he was going to my left. He just side netted it, hit it pretty hard, and I was an inch away. So there's not much I could do.
Now, were you nervous before starting the game, or were you more nervous getting on camera today to talk?
I'm way more nervous right now. You get to practice to go in goal. Here, you're just not used to having a camera in front of me.
Now, is there anything you would like to say to any family and friends back home in Venezuela?
Well, I have to thank my mom. She always looks at our games, even if I'm not playing. And I know she was looking at that game. And next game will be a win. So tune in for when we play Penn on Friday.
Well, Tato, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Chris. So you have a couple more tough games coming up this weekend. You'll go to Princeton to play Penn in Princeton. Could you talk a little about playing Penn and your alma mater and what that means to you?
Well, it's always interesting playing Penn. We haven't played them in about 9 or 10 years. And I did graduate from Penn, but I spent 4.5 years there getting my BA and master's, my BA in history and my master's in education. But I've been at FDU 16 years, so there's no question where my loyalties lie, and that's here at FDU. It's a little bit of an interesting story playing my alma mater. It's a little bit of a dangerous trap because they're a pretty good team, but they're 0-6. And so on the one hand, they're having trouble finding ways to get results. On the other hand, this is a dangerous team to play against because they're very hungry to get their first result. And they're a good team with 2 very dangerous attacking players in Duke Lacroix and Stephen Baker. So we're going to have our hands full with them. And then playing Princeton, who's a very good team on Sunday.
Right.
But it's a great facility. We love going down and playing at Princeton, great field. And so we're looking forward to the challenge and trying to get back in the win column.
And then playing Princeton, I know it's a rivalry with you guys. You got the win down there last year. Do you think they'll be coming back for revenge this year?
Well, it's always a great game. It's a great New Jersey derby, great competition. And I have tremendous respect for their coach, Jimmy Barlow, who's a great guy and a great coach, as well as for Rudy Fuller, the Penn coach, who's really a good person and a very good college coach. So, these are good programs headed up by really good guys. And so we're looking forward to 2 good challenges and 2 good games, and hopefully we can get a couple of good results.
Well, Coach, good luck this weekend.
Thanks a lot.
And thanks for tuning in, Knights fans. Check back next week for another episode of the FDU Men's Soccer Report.